And today, we're reacting to zombie survival quiz. Most people choose wrong. I want to test out my zombie survival skills in this video because I already know what I would do if it came down to it. I've told y'all before. I'm gonna ask my little cousin if he want us to be alive. But I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna take my family. I'm gonna take myself. Because I don't want to see my family get eaten by zombies. I don't want to see nobody try to steal my family and do things to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be that quick. Let's get into it.
The quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse. Not movie logic, not gamer instincts, actual survival decision making pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not. For each of the questions, you get 4 options to pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer and explain why the others most likely will get you killed. As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer.
Okay, so y'all do that for me. Y'all keep track of the score for me, gang.
And at the end, I'll tell you whether or not you'll last. So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices. So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So like classic infection type zombies with moderate hearing and smell. They have poor eyesight, especially in low lighting. These zombies will notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding.
Loud, fast, or bleeding. So they'll notice if I'm fast.
In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain. And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads, or how people turn, the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites, maybe blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some context of you live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's like a medium-sized city, pretty densely populated area with like the infrastructure of what you get in an urban area. So public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do.
I got it, it's in here.
So again, I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to pick your answer. I'll tell you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer. Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it, and most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right or wrong for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it, it's a zombie outbreak. You live in the 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes. What do you do? Option A, leave immediately by car and head towards the countryside. Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall. Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
Leave immediate by car or head towards the countryside. There's nowhere for me to go. I don't have a crib out in the countryside. What if it was you with Don and me, Don and Berto? Oh God, that sounds horrible. Those 2 niggas I would hate to be in the zombie apocalypse with. Good God. Only thing we got is like manpower. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, leave immediately by car, head towards, I'm not doing that. Grab a backpack and head on foot to the, definitely not doing that. Wait a while, gather info, then leave before nightfall. Wasting too much time. Stay put, begin fortifying your home. And there's going to be hella traffic. I probably would say D. You can farm in the country where I'm just going to go, just find land, just random land. Find random seeds. Like, where am I going to find these goods at? And it's like other people, I'm just going to steal their farmland. Like, they're not going to be waiting, like, you occupying their farmland. I'll probably say D, bruh. Grab a backpack, head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Hell no. I'm going D. Come on. I'm going D.
So the reason that this is the right answer is option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
Here we go.
So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often one of the riskiest things that you can do. During
When
the
it's the
first wave
most
of an
hectic.
outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars, emergency services are overwhelmed or completely gone, and if you're in a vehicle, you're likely gonna get stuck. And if you're on foot, you're probably gonna be exposed. Another reason to stay put is because you have more control at home. You know your layout, your entry points, and what you have at home. You're able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise. All in all, staying put has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats. Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots.
Think about World War Z or any zombie movie when it starts. Everybody outside tripping. People dying. People getting hit by cars. Come on, man. I'm in the crib.
For violence, looting, infection spread. The majority of people that die early in disaster events do so because they go out thinking that they can grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives you more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exceptions where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person inside and there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points. But other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait. So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest next move? Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water.
Oh shit, I wouldn't even have thought about this. I wouldn't even have thought about that one.
Option C, inventory your kitchen and make a ration plan.
Fuck no. I'm not worried, but we'll figure that out.
Or option D, turn on the news and call your loved ones for updates.
That might be a good idea. Start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Can zombies unlock the door to my house? Are they easy to break windows? Fill bathtub sinks and pots with clean water. That's a good, even though still water just sitting like that will be full of bacteria. But it's like, you can hold on to that for a little bit though. Start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Turn on the news and call loved ones for updates. Because if you call your loved one for an update, potentially there could be like, oh, everybody go. Nah, because then everybody go. I'll probably say B. I'm saying B. Start repopulation.
The correct answer is option B, fill all possible containers with clean water.
Come on, man.
So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing, and pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water reserves. Because the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on. So why are the other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade, this is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first.
Okay.
For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water
Not worried about that, but we'll figure that out.
is a problem in the first day.
We'll
And option D, turning on the news and calling your loved ones, that sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment. What's the smartest next move? Option A, inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street. Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing. Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected, in case help comes.
No, that sounds like somebody coming in to pillage. That sounds like somebody coming in to take what we got. And I'm not opening the door for nobody. Stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street. What is that gonna do for me? Probably C, gang. I think I'm gonna go C on them.
So the correct answer here is option A, inventory and ration food. So the reason that this is important is because
we gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out. We'll figure out the food and shit. The first 15, like the first things we do. Sorry, okay, let's figure out how much food we got. Bruh, what if we gotta keep our eyes peeled for shit? Let's close the door and let's keep our eyes peeled and look outside. You feel me? Like, all right, what we got? What's going on? Maybe like we'll figure out food when we stuck. All right, I think it's probably smart for us to start rationing this food. You know, nighttime comes around, we don't know how long we're gonna be here.
a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have fridge power.
You know how mad I would be if in the first 30 minutes of a zombie apocalypse, somebody started panicking so bad that they ran to my fucking pantry and started to eat? I'll be pissed.
Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is bait for both infected people and opportunistic survivors, and it's not worth the risk this early. Option C, bracing the door, is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still gonna want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control. And option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately it's a liability. This is because it draws attention to your apartment and it also gives away the fact that someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who
people gonna be banging on the door, please. I'm not answering that.
Reads this note. So you're an hour into the outbreak, the supplies are counted, you share the space with your two flatmates. What's the next priority?
Okay.
Option A, establish
You share the space with two flatmates. What's the next?
a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
It's not gonna matter to charge everything, because you're not gonna have no service at some point. Assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. Not that deep. Cook a large hot meal. Probably that's gonna perish though. Establish a silent alert knock code for movement. Probably. For movement, probably A. Probably A. I like A.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system.
Yeah,
so the reason this is the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later. Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes, which are potentially fatal mistakes, are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set and it's still quiet outside. What do you do next? Option A, pick one windowless interior room as the fallback or the sleep space. Option B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects. Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains. Or option D, spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
I don't know. Select one windowless interior room as the fallback sleep space. Again, that could be figured out like late. Clear the hallway outside your unit. No, I'm not doing that. That's risky. Start boiling tap water to sterilize it. I got all that clean bath water, right? Spread your stored water containers across different rooms. That's probably the smarter one. I'm going D. C or D?
So the correct option here is option A, designate a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen. So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2 hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but stability is still fragile.
Quick pause, because this might help y'all out. I just know y'all needed access to your money before payday. And I'm here to tell you about a banking app called Current that lets you get up to a $750 paycheck advance if you qualify. So instead of waiting for payday, you get access to those funds a little bit earlier. The paycheck advance is the best part in my opinion. If you're trying to build your credit or just want your direct deposit sooner, it handles all that just in one app. I rock with Current heavy, and this is why I partner with them. them. Right now, they're giving $50 to anybody that signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. Scan the code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page. Go through the normal sign up steps, enter your info, and then order your current card. After you complete those steps, you see the option to enter my promo code Astral, which will unlock that $50 bonus. So if you want access to features like paycheck advance, faster direct deposit, hit the link in the description or scan the code on the screen. Check out current so you can grab that bonus, bro. And don't forget to use that Astral code.
So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but it's not really worth the risk of sound unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds
2 for 5, that's me.
smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat, noise, and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on. And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization. Obviously, if you're breached, you don't want all of your water in one place, but again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. And the fallback room should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day 1. The barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled. What should you do to finish the day? Option 1, stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts. Option B,
not bad idea right there. Not fine. Not bad right there. I ain't gonna lie.
start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells.
Hell no.
Option C, signal from a
We can get shot at.
window in Morse code that survivors are inside. Or option D,
Nobody knows fucking Morse code. Not B or C. Mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation time.
mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
Probably A. I don't think any other one makes sense. I gotta say A, I think. Let me put myself this one. I think I gotta say A. At this point, I'm going A.
So the correct answer here is option D, build the timeline. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value. So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen, and movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do now? Option A, slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B, scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns. Option C, step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below.
What does that
Or
do
option
first?
D, knock on the ceiling to check if the neighbors upstairs are still alive.
But what are they gonna help us with? Are we better with now? They're just gonna be thinking of, like, intruding on our rations. Slide open the window a few inches for ventilation. I definitely probably would do that. Scan the street for behind the curtain for movement or patterns. Okay. But you just, like, I'm not gonna rip that motherfucker open. I'll peek. I like A and I like B. Knock on the ceiling. I just don't know what that does for me. Just dropped 83 points. I know. We peeped that, brother. It's crazy. I would probably say A on that, yeah. No? What y'all saying, B or D? Bet plus mood. I'm gonna do that for sure. Knock on the ceiling. She might gonna start yelling and shit though. I'd probably say B. I don't want them intruding on my rations.
So the correct answer here is option B, scan the street discreetly. So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette. Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do? Option A, enter
The apartment across the hall is abandoned?
quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
D. I love that idea. D. I love that idea. D.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and search. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take its resources before someone clearly
Realistically, he ain't doing this shit.
or desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door.
What? They ain't tell me why D was wrong. At night, you hear footsteps whispering outside your apartment door.
It's clearly human. What do you do?
Not say
Option
shit.
A, stay completely silent.
Yep.
Don't move. Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in.
Okay. B. I'll probably do that one.
Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth breaking in. Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
B. Come on.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check, and you hear a muffled groan from somewhere in the hallway a few minutes later. What do? Option A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case someone comes through. Option B, quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option C, tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet.
What type of Rick Grimes shit is letter C?
Or option D, whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
Nah. Probably B. B.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate to the fallout room. So the reason this is the right answer is because containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason. You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing happens, then you wait. And if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule. What do? Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet.
Evacuation may be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium. No details, no schedule. What do you do? No details, no schedule?
Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or option D, ignore it.
I think stay your ass at home. Bro, we been here. How long we been here? We been here. Oh, like we gotta start making plays, bro. We gotta at least try. We can get back to the crib. We got the key. We can lock the door. I guess somebody can kick that bit down. Wait 24 hours to gather more info. Now that big might be gone. Immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Scout. I say C. C.
So the correct answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all. But ignoring it completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment.
Here we go.
What's the smartest grab? Option A is a long crowbar. Option B, a short machete. Option C is a steel baseball.
Steel bat. Steel bat. Give me that. Give me that steel bat. Nothing else is correct.
Bat. Or option D, a cordless drill.
Get the fuck out of here. Steel baseball bat. Give me that.
So the correct answer here is option A, the long crowbar. So the reason this is the right answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number 1, how lethal it is against zombies, especially skull trauma. Number 2, utility in the...
Damn. Okay. Functionality. Okay. It's you're right. The utility, the doors, the fences, breaking into shit. You're right. And it can hit. You just don't have good as grip though.
field, so how it works against doors, fences, or breaking into places. Number 3, durability and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and it won't slow you down. And number 4, ease of use under stress, so no skill or precision needed. The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focused and dense impact, which is ideal for cracking skulls. It also functions as a multi-tool, so it can open doors.
It is lighter. You can hook that shit on to something. You right. The bat, with the bat, you gonna be like, you gonna be holding like on some clink, clink, clink. That bit, you know what I'm saying? That hell gonna be banging up against shit.
There's pry fences.
The machete is just dangerous because you can fuck around and slit your own shit. You know what I'm saying? It could get dull. You know?
Windows. There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly indestructible. And basically, it works in both combat
that is definitely second.
and escape. All in all, it's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete was a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush or like cutting rope. But it's
you fuck around, swing, and hit yourself though.
Not really designed for hard impact because it can slice through soft tissue, but it might get stuck in bone. And remember from the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck.
Crowbar,
you're trying to cut its head off. The baseball bat also looks like it could be a really good idea, but it's probably going to perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong.
That's true too. If you trying to, if your arm get hit, you trying to swing up. Yeah.
Because this might sound like a really good idea, but drills are not going to be lethal unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also, most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives you the best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat? Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver. Or option.
They're raiding a kitchen for a weapon. Which one of these gives you the best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat? Wooden rolling pin is fucking diabolical.
Option D, a screwdriver.
Screwdriver for sure. Screwdriver. I'm telling you, you don't want to be fucking around with these knives and shit, bro. D. I'm telling y'all, it's D. It's D. It's D. It's D.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver. So the reason this is the right answer is because a cleaver has the mass and blade thickness to damage a skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck. And the rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably too light to do real damage. And as I said with the bat, most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone. The screwdriver here could be good because it could puncture, but it'll probably only go through soft points and you need perfect aim under pressure. Therefore, it's not the best option. So you've packed our small bag, and a local broadcast says that evacuation teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours. What time of day do you plan to move? Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, what time of day do you plan to towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours? What time of day do you plan to move? Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day. Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
Water's nearly out. "48 hours? I'm leaving middle of the day, fool, until dawn. I don't need to be like, this is the thing. I don't want to be fighting against sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't want to be like, bro, okay, I only got so much more time before it gets too dark. But leaving in the dark is probably smart in the fact that other people might not be able to see. You might be able to sneak around better. But just not being able to see, though. I need some middle of the day action, and I don't want to be like fighting against time. Like, it's getting dark, guys. Like, I want to be able to see. I know it's risky, but I would have chose that, even though I know that's probably not the right answer.
So the correct answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. So the reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention, while most threats, either human or zombie, are less alert. Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic, and broad daylight also makes you way too visible.
I feel that.
So you've exited your apartment and you're making your way towards the stadium.
I feel that.
Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3
But guess what? If you do it like how I'm saying, you might not. I like early. I like early in the morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I like that. But I'm just saying, you leave around the time I'm saying, you ain't got to be like on no time crunch. Oh, yeah. What's my score? What is my score? I don't know. What's my score? Yeah.
Scavengers near a parked
Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of these 3 scavengers near a parked car.
One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, and the third is carrying a pipe. They haven't noticed you yet. What do you do? Option A, approach calmly and ask if they've seen
me and 2 other niggas. It's me and 2 other niggas. We might have to see about that.
Safe zones. Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding. Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely. Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
Shit. Circle wide and avoid contact. Stay low, observe from a distance before deciding. Approach calmly. We could use that. It's risky though. We might be in this bitch fighting. I'll probably say B. It's either B or C, but I'll probably say B. But C is like, I don't want to get thrown off my route just because there's some niggas. If we gonna die today, we gonna die today. Fuck it. I'll probably say B.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely. So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building. Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option B, watching from a distance, gives you intel, but it burns
you don't
time.
know if they got guns. They could just start shooting.
And it also risks you being spotted if they sweep their surroundings. And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D, following them, is also not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential ambusher. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder. What do you do? Option A, move slowly across the rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge. Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar. Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
You don't know how many others are over there. Wait for, and you don't know if you're going to be official enough to really kill it just yet. I'm not swinging on nothing until I absolutely have to. Wait for it to wander off before attempting. Nah, we could be there all motherfucking day. Move slowly across the rooftop, hugging the wall, throw a bottle to lure it. Hey, I'm going A. I'm going A. Because who says it's going to go off? And you're going to be, and guess what? Y'all done did that. Y'all done had other people now know where y'all at.
So the correct answer here is option A, move silently across.
Come on.
So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage.
Come on.
Stealth here minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle, could work if you were on the ground, but since you're on a rooftop, sound travels unpredictably and also it could just alert more zombies below. Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever and it wastes daylight while giving up control. You're cutting through a narrow alley and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground nearby. What do you do? Option A, pick up the pipe and confront it before it gets closer. Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment. Option
I
C,
don't like that. You don't know what the fuck you going in there.
climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while there's still distance.
Way too risky. I think it's time for us to confront some shit. I know it's not correct, but I think it's time. Swap on the other side. I think it's time to confront. I'll probably say D. No, I'm tripping. I'll probably say A. But cutting through now, about 30 feet ahead, you play a zombie moving slowly, dragging one leg. And it's got one leg. I think it's time to go A on A, yeah. You know what I'm saying? See, climb the dumpster and toss some small objects and misdirect it away from the exit. That's probably smart too. I'm not mad. I'll probably choose A though, even though I know it's wrong. I'll stand with what I had.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and misdirection. So the reason this is the right answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum. Here, you're staying away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression. And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is a correct answer in the alleyway, while on the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable. This is because in the alleyway, you're in a contained space. So there's tight walls and there's short distance, and you can also see the zombie.
I'm saying, but you throw the bottle, you still gonna have to like get by him, no?
And it hasn't seen you yet.
Let's just throw the bottle and whack this nigga on the way.
So here you're actually able to direct noise without just hoping that the zombie will react like in the previous question. And you have immediate visual feedback on how the zombie responds. And most importantly, you have escape options such as a dumpster, side door, or a fallback path. Essentially, sound is a good tool here because it's in a space that's controlled, tight, and you can control. Sound is dangerous on a rooftop in the previous question because that's a high exposure space because rooftops offer no cover. You can't see what's in surrounding buildings or below you, and a thrown bottle creates echoes which could travel downward and it could trigger zombies or other people on the street or in nearby buildings. Option A, fighting the zombie, is not the right answer because this is still too risky. You don't know if there are other zombies nearby or what's behind the zombie, and weapon or not, confrontation when you don't need to is high failure rate unless you're cornered. Option B, going to the side door and hiding, is a valid survival option, but you're now stuck in a closed building with its own unknowns inside. There's also no guarantee that the zombie will ever move on. So this option isn't wrong, but it's also not the best option. And option D, sprinting past, is also risky, because one wrong move and you could get grabbed. You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're sitting on a curb.
They're alone sitting on the curb eating something. They don't look injured. What do you do?
First glance, they don't look injured. What do you do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact.
One of them, three of us?
Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
Brief eye contact and nod. Turn back, take a longer route. Fuck no. We've already had to use so much time. Cross the other side, keep walking without making eye contact. Fuck no. I'm about to say probably D. Like, hey, nigga, you gonna see us? Like, we're saying we're friendly. There should be another option. Threaten and rob. Hey. Don't say nothing. Don't say anything. Where are you going? Who you with? How many people you got? Listen, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt you, but I promise you I will right now. What do you have? Come on. Move fast. What do you have? All right. Go on by that business. Like, we might got to get a little like, you know what I'm saying? Get a little, but that's not an option here. I'll probably say D. Facts, hands up. I played too much DayZ.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving.
There we go.
So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do you do? Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
Slice my shit open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. Ignore it is crazy. Wrap it in plastic, not doing it. Wash and disinfect it before sealing it. That's an option? I know, we peeped. We saw Bam dropped all them points. We saw that. Cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. A. Like, I guess if B's an option, but probably A. Like, I didn't think, what am I gonna, I have water? No, because I don't want to use my water. I need that to drink. I guess I got some soap. I put some disinfectant on that bit. You feel me? But I ain't gonna use my water though. I gotta go A. I'm going A.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason that this is the right answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment, and here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infections. You find gasoline and a lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense? Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact. Option B, yes, but only as a last resort. Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
Oh, shit. Well, I didn't get to answer. Wait. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. She just accidentally hovered over this. I'd probably go D. I'm not using this. I'd probably say D, bro. What happened? Oh, lost audio footage. The correct answer is C. No, as fire spreads unpredictably and draws attention. Fire rarely instantly kills zombies, so they don't feel pain or stop moving. Flames spread rapidly. Fire draws... Oh, okay. So she just had lost a little bit of footage right there. Oh, option D, that the gas is better saved for sterilizing tools is true, but not the best answer. Okay. Oh, is she just gone now? Oh.
Base with one... You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop when your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no windows, and a zombie has just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do you do? Option A, tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight. Option B.
You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop after your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door and no windows, and a zombie just stumbled in from the front. Inside, you have metal drawer, kitchen knife, duct tape, a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors.
Hide silently in the closet and hope it passes.
I'm not doing this hiding.
Option C, climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D, make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
Ooh. 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 I might have to hit him with that D. I might have to hit him with that D. Tape the knife to a broken broom handle. That doesn't even sound secure. I think I gotta go D. Climb onto the metal drawer and prepare. I like C, but I think I'm gonna go D though. I like D.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for... The reason this is the right answer is... So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is...
So now she want to get bloody.
As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to
now if you
enter
wanna
and then
get
drive
bloody.
a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is unstable, and if you have one shot to pierce its skull, it's most likely not going to come from a very panicked jab. Option B, hiding in the closet, is normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie even hears a breath or brushes against the door, you're trapped inside with no escape. And option D, luring the zombie in and slipping past, could work in a bigger space, but not here. As mentioned, it's a small room and you can't circle one in a small room and you have no idea what's waiting outside. So you've just successfully fought the zombie off at close range. You're unbitten, but it's blood splattered on your mouth and your hands.
Whoa. Hey. Come on now. You fought off a zombie at close range. You're unbitten, but blood splattered on your mouth and hands.
What do you do first? Option A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately.
Hell yeah.
Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
Fuck no. If rinse with soap, I ain't gonna lie. Disinfect your skin. I might put C on them. Like C, like hand sanitizer on the mouth. You feel what I'm saying? Hand sanitizer. Why I can't wipe my hands and then use the hand sanitizer? I might go hand sanitizer just straight, boom, just right, all on that, you know? Rinse with soap and water immediately. That's probably the best. B. How we get here? Because we fought a zombie in the last one.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water. The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol, and sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea. So by this point, all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do? Option A,
Find a puddle of murky water next to it. What the fuck that got to do with us? We ain't touching that. I'm finna walk right by that. I ain't worried about no puddle of murky water next to a dead zombie. Clearly been
boil the water because heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe.
Yeah, fuck no. C. I'm not drinking that.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid it without proper filtration. So the reason this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or chemical containments. And you don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering...
What is filtering with a cloth gonna do, man? Get sediment and rocks and leaves out that bit?
Only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store
Nardo, that's crazy ball knowledge, brother.
with broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter.
4 zombies? Yikes.
What do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours.
Broken glass on the ground, y'all remember that.
Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
Let's see. I don't want no smoke with these zombies if I don't gotta have them.
So the correct answer here is option C, use noise tactically. The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want
City of farce.
them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit. Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time. And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor, and crawling on glass is just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and
Because we just got blood on our mouths.
remember there's a group of zombies. Other ones will hear. So you continue making your way to the stadium. You're almost there. When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance.
Whoa.
They haven't called out yet. What do? Option
Can we confront that? What do you want? What do you want? Go. You keep following us. What's going on? Like, you got to make yourself known. What's going on?
A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves.
A.
Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you. Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate them.
Oh, I like that. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna say A though. Because you don't know, this nigga could have 3 bullets and have one for each one of our melons. A.
So the correct answer is option B, change your
Hell no. I'm not running from nobody, bro.
pace and test if they're following you. The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently,
and we might need his water,
you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you establish they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you.
Yeah.
You're still 2 blocks away from your destination.
At this point, before anything pop up, okay, he want to follow. As soon as we hit this corner, we're going to hide behind this joint. We hear him walking up. You be on this side of the wall. I'm going to be on this side. The 2 people on one side, 1 person on the other. As soon as he pop out, we just ambush this nigga. Start beating the sleeves off this nigga.
What do you do? Option A, duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route. Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass.
Showtime.
Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
I'm not mad at that one too if you're a little bit more scared, but I'm going C. That's what I'm doing.
So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And most people that are following you don't expect sudden.
This is the thing. I wouldn't even have got there because I would have hit bro with the, hey, what are you doing? Speak up, or it's about to get bad. Like we would have had to give an ultimatum.
Lateral movement. Most likely they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation. And more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight.
He could kick 3 people's ass.
Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path.
Wait, you're on the block for the evac zone. At this point, I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. So
you have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier. What do you do?
A cracked riot shield? We've been lugging along a riot shield this whole time? I guess I'll use the riot shield, goddamn fuck it. And just run into him.
Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
A. Trash equipment. A. Only right answer.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option. And here, disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction. Option B, fighting the zombie, again, risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on. For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights unless they're absolutely required. Option C, waiting it out, and option D, throwing the bottle, are not good because the zombie's already seen you, so it's unlikely that waiting it out or distracting it will be.
Why shit with no gun?
very effective. So you
I don't know.
successfully bypass the
She's
zombie
saying.
and you finally arrive at the evacuation site. It's surrounded by high fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby.
Oh.
You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people. Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
Probably B. Cause y'all ain't finna smoke me. We too black for this quiz.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching. So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed
I'm
or
just finna say, fuck it. Start shooting in the crowd.
overwhelmed. Option A,
Fuck it. Start shooting in the crowd right now. Fuck it. We got too many people. We can't have y'all all over here.
pushing in could get you mistaken for a threat. And option C draws attention to you, again, without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or, again, potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions, and hopefully you made it. So count up how
Nah, we probably died, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That being said, let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, comment, visit the channel, lay out. Appreciate your care. You gone. Dog.